Hello and welcome, DJ here for DJ DH Eclectic Channel, and I welcome you all to this channel, and I want to talk about something which is close to my heart because I feel we've lost our freedoms from another issue, and I'm going to give it a title: Offence has to be taken, not given. I am, as you are, probably seeing and hearing lots of people on various news outlets telling of their upset personalities because they have been offended by something someone else has said, feels, or has supported. This nonsense is being shouted about. It's even screamed about by the same sections of our worldly communities that have mental dysfunctions, believing men can be women and women can be men. And boys and girls have interchangeable genders. They scream about a woman's body as her own, and the impregnated ovum, which has become a living, breathing, blood-pumping body inside her, has no right to life outside the womb. Therefore, it is okay to end its life because it cannot survive in the outside world. Murder is not admitted. The ending of life is seen as the squashing of a parasite living inside a woman. The idea that many of these people pursue is straight from Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, his friend, and it's from their playbook. Engels himself never married, lived off his parents' money, and had many mistresses. Their pregnancies and the resultant children he cared for not one bit. His ideal was published within the Communist Manifesto, in that marriage should be an institution done away with, and therefore the stigma of having children would vanish, and the state would take all children from the parent to care for the child and its education and allocation of work after when it's finished schooling. And it was minimal schooling, and they would then go into work, a job that was made for them. It's an Orwellian nightmare. But as per usual, I have immediately wandered off the title of my post here today. And in fact, I forgot to tell you what the title was, did I? I don't know. My title, Offence Has to Be Taken, Not Given. Yes, I did tell you. Never mind, hey. I watched on a student campus a Christian speaker speaking out about his version of Jesus. He was accosted by a multicoloured, haired, scruffy female. Yes, she was a female, but on university campuses nowadays, you never know what they're calling themselves. Her response to the speaker's points he was endeavouring to put across was to scream loudly in his face, to spit at him, and demonstratively walk at him before stopping just before she clattered into him, and then repeat it all the time screaming until she became hoarse and lost her voice. The thought she looked and sounded ridiculous. The idea of she was committing assault by invading his personal space, rushing at him, causing him distress, spitting in his face, which is aggravated assault by law, obviously did not affect her misaligned judgment of what it is or should be acceptable in a civilised society. They don't realise, do they, these mental deficiencies? You see, the left in politics have turned society upside down. They've turned it on its head. Pride has been turned out from being proud of your parents, of your siblings, of a task well done, into being proud you've become a homosexual. They have succeeded in turning a growing majority of the populace of democratic countries into accepting their new definition of pride. Laws have been changed in order to accommodate this new speak. Another Orwellian warning ignored. See George Orwell's novel 1984 for clarification. They have taken the theory of evolution of the species, of which they claim to observe, but then they've accepted that evolutionary process has faltered, and the human species is no longer going along the lines of sexual reproduction and differences between male and females within all mammals. That is, in the human species, genders are fluid, and there's even a fluidity between species of humans and furries. The idea, and the furries, that's an idea that a person subscribing to this view can become an animal. Even extinct reptiles. In the case of Bio believes is a Tyrannosaurus rex. Several schoolgirls believing they are cats, and boys believing they're stallions. You can readily see that the genders are clear-cut when it comes to these dystopian children, as the boys see themselves as stallions and monster reptiles, and the girls see themselves as feline cats, soft and purring. The genders, are they mixed? Then we have the grown-ups. Oh yes. They can believe. Can you believe? There are grown men who believe they're puppy dogs, wearing dog head masks and collars and leads, crawling along the ground, led by their masters or their mistresses. Sheer madness, yes, but protected by our new laws that give them lawful legal protection under the Equality Act in the UK and similar laws in Scotland. But getting back to my title again. They take offence at any form of corrective advice to gain some sort of therapy. We tell them, you need therapy, mate. They take offence and are offended by those who do not go along with their mental aberrations. We are being commanded to call a man who calls himself a woman to go along with his aberration of mind, or lose our employment. We're commanded by many bodies in sports, entertainment, industry and politics to accept grown men into women's only spaces, such as shower rooms, changing rooms, toilets. Those who took offence from us are now controlling many aspects of our normal lives, and we have allowed it to happen to us. We sat down on our hands, with our hands across our mouths, and we said nothing. We were afraid, trodden down into not saying anything that would give offence. No, we did not give offence, but it was taken and used against us. Your comments always welcome. I like your comments. It was a quick video, not as quick as I hoped it was going to be, but it's quick. And I want your comments, I want your likes, and I want your subscription so I can continue with these posts. And if you find them entertaining, if you find them instructive, if you find they just annoy you and you want to comment, I welcome you. We're all entitled to our own free speech and our method of doing so. So press the subscribe button and come back again, please. Come back again. So until the next one, be safe, be good, and I'll see you very, very soon, I promise. Bye for now.